It's not your microphone. It took me 8 years to figure this out. When it comes to recording, you need 3 things: a microphone preamp, and an A to D converter. This audio to digital converter converts your actual voice speaking out into the microphone into a digital form that plays in your DAW. And then when that audio plays back to you, that's D to A conversion. So digital to analog. That conversion is your converter taking it from your computer and playing it back through your speakers back to analog form where you're hearing it out loud through your ears. I ran through so many different microphones over the years thinking it was my mic. I needed to buy a more expensive microphone. Once that didn't work, I looked into preamps. I thought the preamp could make things sound better, only to find out a preamp is just coloring the sound. For about 7 years, I used a PreSonus Fire Studio, and that is an interface. Interface is probably the word you're used to. Your interface consists of 2 things: A to D, D to A conversion, and a preamp. So you plug in your microphone, you turn the gain up, and your interface does all the conversion for you. It's an all-in-one deal. So I had one conversation with an older fella who'd been recording for years, and he talked to me about A to D, D to A conversion, and it finally clicked. Maybe the actual audio that's being processed and converted isn't up to par. So I started looking into interfaces that have better converters in them. I then went and bought an Apollo from Universal Audio, and it was day and night. It changed everything for me. And then I started looking into converters themselves. There's a company called RME, and they have really good converters. So I tried one of theirs out, and it was mind-blowing, the night and day difference between a really low quality converter versus a high quality converter. It felt like I could sing louder without it getting really thin, or without it giving it like a dirty distortion sound. Another thing was the high end of everything I recorded just had this shine to it, this really warm shine, not a sharp abrasive high end, but more of a natural sounding high end. Once I got a good converter, I started looking into converters that have preamps in them that are also high quality, so I could use it on the go and not feel like I need to take all of my gear with me. And that's when I came across the RME Babyface Pro FS. It's got their converters, which are really good, and it also has their preamps, which are really natural sounding. There's not a lot of color to them. Everything you record that's going in is going to be a very clean sound that you can alter after the fact once you've recorded it in your DAW. So if you're somebody who's thinking about upgrading their mic or upgrading their preamps because you think it's going to help, I would do some research on good converters. This is something that took me an extremely long time to figure out, and hopefully I can save you all that time.